Hello and welcome to part 2 of Let's Build a Treetop Town. This time we will be extending the area, building a new building, and just generally expanding the work on the Treetop Town. I thought I'd give you a little note on the pathway system I'm doing because it's seemingly random. And I know I don't have any like proper structured bridges that have been like built up to look fancy, but that's because the kind of style I was going for was just literally have loads of like winding paths everywhere, so that it would all cross over and it would just look like there was so many different ways to go, which there kind of are, or certainly will be. So yeah, I've just put a bridge up to another tree, which I'm just flooring a little bit now. Oh, just on a side note, this is the last part in first person. Next time we'll be out to the time lapse. Right, so I've got the path leading up to a bit of a floor set up here. I wanted another building, like the observatory, but I wanted a kind of different style. So I didn't necessarily want glass windows. So I instead decided to start using these fences to create more of a shutter effect, which I quite liked in the end actually. I thought it did the job well. Yeah, I thought this would be a kind of Barasti-like building. You know, maybe like a bar that all the jungle inhabitants hang out at. I played around with different types of roofing. I thought maybe glass, but then I decided to just stick with the wooden slabs because it went more with the bar feel, as I was saying. This is, you know, maybe one of the hearts of the nightlife. That's what it seems to look like anyway, so that's kind of what I was going for with it. I was still thinking about experimenting with it. I got some glass panes. I was thinking about maybe trying to make a skylight of sorts. It seemed a bit tricky, and in the end I decided actually that wasn't quite what I wanted for it anyway, so I just stuck with the full wooden slab roof. And I felt it looked a bit flat, so what I did was also to light the roof up and to just give it more of a finished feeling is I filled in the corners to make them whole blocks and put torches on them. There we go, Club to Jungle. And a little opening on the other side for it to lead out somewhere. Now it just remains for me to finish filling in the fences. Just on a side note over here, I've got quite a few other builds planned for when we finish this. This is the only one that I haven't really thought of using mod tools like World Edit, for example, for, because I've used a ready-made biome, and so I've just stuck it in creative and built based around that. But yeah, no, I've got some larger scale things which I will use mods for planned. I'm also wondering about doing a Let's Build and Tech It, but we'll wait and see on that. Anyway, so I was finishing up this this fence, make the path completely safe. And so that was that building added, and I felt quite happy with how that had gone. Just put some torches on the fence, just to keep the whole area kind of lit up. And that will be a way I'll lead off to next time. I just wanted to get a bit of a look at how it all looked from the bottom, so that's why I headed down. Right, for my next thing I wanted maybe not another building, but just a feature that makes it look inhabited more. And I thought, well, how could I incorporate the nature more into kind of the buildings I'm making? So I actually thought maybe just turn a tree into a house, like completely. So rather than the way I've done it with the other one where it grows out of the wood, I would just kind of disguise it in the leaves at the top to give it a more natural feel. Because I feel that there aren't enough living places yet for citizens of this town. I'm calling it town now. I don't know how big it's going to get, so I don't know if town is the appropriate sized noun to explain it. So yeah, I'm just using the jungle leaves here just to cap off this tree and create a little home. I didn't want it looking flat, so obviously after I'd filled in the roof I topped it off. Like that, there we go, and then you've got this nice little base area. Now obviously I couldn't put torches or beds or anything down on leaves, so what I did was use the jungle wood rather than the planks, stick a torch down, and then the same for a bed. The bed covers it up nicely anyway, so it all looks very smooth. Now all remained was to attach a path to this place. I want to thank everyone again for putting up with the first person laggy cam review on this. As I say, next time it will be gone and very smooth and nice to watch. So thanks for bearing with me on that. So I built up a path, kind of stairs. I ended up having to kind of background on itself a bit for it to fit perfectly. But that, even that sort of thing I thought I was okay with, when normally I'd kind of be a perfectionist on the whole thing. I kind of wanted this wacky anywhere feel about it, so I think that just adds to it. There we are. Just a bit of an outside view of the whole build so far. So I was just finishing off the fencing for the stairs. Just keep it all safe and keep it looking neat. A bit more tricky with winding stairs like this, because on the inside one you've got to work out the levels right, even on the outside it's almost self-explanatory. Floating fences made possible by Minecraft's amazing physics. Oh, I could love this game. Just adding some torches along the way to keep the whole thing lit up at night. And that's the path down to this new little home. Done. But quite happy with the progress made on this. I was satisfied now, you know, there's one more place to live. We might add some more in due time. Just fixing up these fences a bit so that you can't actually fall off them. Added a door as well, just for neatness. Right, so there we are. Already looks well inhabited. So I opened up the other end of this place to build outwards. I saw this nice little lake, and I thought that I'd like to build a little water feature over the top of it, as opposed to the buildings, to give it like something else, another feature to it, just something that looks nice, that shows it's inhabited, but not like hugely abstracting like a big building, although there will be some big buildings in time. I was also considering whether or not to also put some stuff on the ground in the jungle, some huts and things. Wasn't sure about whether I wanted it completely to be just in the treetops or not. But I don't know, let me know what you think on that. So anyway, I was building kind of a pier, which I was going to fence off, which kind of people could walk out and look over the edge of the biome from a different place. And it overlooks this convenient pool of water, which I just wanted to make sure it was close enough. So I then decided I'd add a water feature. I was thinking a waterfall going down to it would look nice. But I wanted to make sure it's perfectly symmetrical, so I got my bucket of water. Unfortunately I clicked in the wrong place the first time, so it was looking a bit weird when I did that. It looks lopsided, so what I did was, to make up for it, I clicked in the same place on the other side, and then we've got this nice, and I was quite happy with that anyway. So now I went down to the bottom to check out how it looked, so after I'd made sure it was fenced off and safe. Thought I'd put some torches there to keep it bright, and because it looks quite nice. Went down to the bottom, and it was almost alright, so I just dug out some of the sand to make sure it all kind of joined together nicely, which it now does. So that was that. All that remained now was it for it to be fenced up like the other stuff. Let's get on and do that. And yeah, that's the main stuff of this part of Let's Build done, just the fencing to go. So I hope you're happy with Let's Build Part 2, I hope you've enjoyed it, and put up with the laggy first person video, which I must again apologise for. But next time you're in for a real treat if you're happy with this, because it gets so much nicer. And also at the speeds that it's recorded, we're going to get a lot more done per part after this. So look forward to that. But for now, thanks for watching guys, see you next time.